So today we're going to be doing a bit of arithmetic reasoning, or in some tests it's also called numerical ability. Um, Normally students get a little apprehensive uh, when these type of questions come up because it involves a lot of um, logical reasoning as well as your arithmetic ability. So numbers are required and you need to put in some formulae to calculate the answer. So the first question for today is two bus tickets from city A to B and three tickets from city A to C cost rupees 77. Two tickets from A to B and three tickets from A to C is equal to 77. But three tickets from A to B and two tickets from A to C cost 73. What are the fares from city B and C from A? So from B to A and C to A, what will the fare be? Any ideas on how to do this? I'll give you a hint. Two tickets from A to B and three tickets from A to C is equal to 77. And three tickets from A to B and two tickets from A to C is equal to 73. Any ideas? Anyone? If you have an idea, say yes, put the idea there. If you don't have an idea, say you don't, so that we can move forward. Okay. Okay. So assume two tickets from A to C. I'm using my two hands if you can see. Two tickets from A to B and three tickets from A to C is equal to 77. So 2x plus 3y equal to 77. 2x plus 3y is equal to 77, and 3 tickets from A to B and 2 tickets from A to C is equal to 73. So 3x plus 2y is equal to 73. Assume that the ticket from A to B is x and A to C is y. 2x plus 3y equal to 77. We will call this equation 1. And 3x plus 2y, we will call it equation 2. Now, any ideas how to proceed further with this? Prakhar, option B already. If you've calculated, why don't you share how you've done it? Or is it just a guess?
Calculated that.
Okay, lovely. So why don't you share it with everyone? Let's do it along on the screen also. As you say, I'll keep typing it. Tell me.
Sir, sir, I have taken the city AB as AB, so 2AB plus 3AC
Mhm.
equal to 77 and 3AB plus 2AC equal to 73. 3AB plus 2AC equal to 73.
Okay.
So then we will multiply by 3 in the first equation and multiply by 2 with in the second equation. So we'll
Okay.
get
Why are we doing this?
that to cancel the common terms and to make to take out the value of AC so that we can substitute in equation 1 to get the desired value of AB.
Lovely. Is everyone here with us so far? Is everyone with Prakhar and I so far? यहाँ तक समझ में आया? Is it clear? Okay, good. Let's move forward. Now, what is the solution for 2AB plus 3AC? This will be equal to
So 6AB plus 9AC
6AB
plus
plus
9
9AC.
AC equal to 231.
Okay.
Answer second equation 6AB
6AB.
plus 4AC
Yep.
equal to 146.
Okay.
So now we will subtract the both the equation 2 from 1.
Okay. So this becomes 0.
Yes, sir. Sir, 5AC
5AC.
equal to 85
In fact, I'll delete 0 because it will create confusion. 5AC,
equal to 85.
85. Great.
Yes, sir. Sir, AC will become 17.
AC is equal to
70.
85 divided by 5, which is equal to 17.
70. Yes, sir.
Is everyone with us so far? Sakshi, can you hear me now? Okay, everyone is with us so far. So AC is equal to 17.
Yes, sir.
So if AC is equal to 17, we need to calculate AB.
AB. Yes, sir.
So how do we do that?
So we
2
put
AB,
2 into, yes sir, 2 AB plus 3 into 70, which is
correct,
51,
correct. 3 into 17 is equal to,
equal to 77.
as in equation 1
Sir,
over here.
equation 1, yes.
So 2AB is equal to 77
77 minus 51,
minus 51, and 51 is this 3 into 70.
3 into 70.
77 minus 51 is
Sir, 26.
correct. And then
The AB will
AB
become 13.
is equal to 26 divided by
Divided
2,
by 2,
which is equal to 13.
13.
So AB is equal to 13 and AC
AC
is
equal
equal
to
to 17.
17. So sir, fare from B to A will be 13 and from C to A it will be 17.
From B to A it will be 13
13,
and from C to A it will be 17.
17. Yes, sir.
Great, congratulations. Has everyone understood? Okay, so I'm going to move on. If you write down all the numbers from 1 to 100, then how many times do you write 3? You can write it down on your paper, and between 1 and 100, how many times do you write 3? It doesn't take this much time. You can write it on a piece of paper, you'll come to know fast.
20.
Yes, Prakhar. Now can you please tell how 20?
Sir, I had counted manually.
Okay, you counted manually.
Yes.
Yes, Chunki, it is 20. Guys, you're counting 3, 13, 23, 33, 43, 53, 63, 73, 83, 93, and that's why you're coming at this number. What about 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39? Where did those go? So the correct answer is 20. If you write it down, you'll see that the correct answer is 20. Agreed? Okay, good. Let's move to the next one. A tailor had a number of shirt pieces to cut from a roll of fabric. He cut each roll of equal length into 10 pieces. He cuts at the rate of 45 cuts a minute. In 1 minute, he makes 45 cuts. How many rolls will he be able to cut in 24 minutes? How will you solve this? I'll give you a hint. He cuts shirt pieces from one roll of fabric. He cuts each roll of fabric into equal lengths of 10 pieces. So to cut one roll, how many cuts does he make? To make 10 pieces, how many cuts does he need to make in one roll? Anyone? We'll go step by step. Out of one roll, 10 pieces are made. How many cuts does he make to make 10 pieces? Anyone? Just put it in the chat quickly. And we'll move forward with this because we have to move step by step. How many cuts do you need to make 10 pieces out of one roll? How many times do you have to cut?
Sir, 1 by 10.
1 by 10. Okay. Assume this is one roll. Yes, assume this is one roll. So 10 pieces have to be cut out of this. How many cuts will he make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He will not make the 10th cut because the 10th cut would already be cut with the 9th cut. So he makes 9 cuts to make 10 pieces. He cuts at the rate of 45 cuts a minute. So how many rolls can he cut? 45 divided by 9 into 24. How much is that? Calculate. 45 cuts per minute, 9 cuts per roll. So we are calculating how many rolls are cut in a minute. 45 divided by 9 is how much?
Sir, 120 rolls.
Very good. Fantastic. 45 divided by 9 is 5. Multiply that by 24, it's 120. 120 rolls can be cut. So this is mental math. You don't have to put it on paper. You know what is to be done. Just do it stepwise. Use mental maths and calculate it. Moving on to the next question. 7 is to 34 as 5 is to, here you have to use logic. See the question and instinctively answer. Chunki, I expect you to give the answer to this first. 24, okay. Abhijit says 24. Chunki, take a instinctive guess. You'll be right, most probably.
So 7 into 5 equal to 35 minus 1. So it becomes 34. As like that, 5 into 5 equal to 25 minus 1. So it becomes 24.
Your approach is interesting, but if you put 24, then 5 into 2 is 10. So it doesn't add up. Try again.
No, sir, 7 into 5.
Why 7 into 5? 7 is to 34 as 5 is to what? That is the relationship you have to establish.
41.
Perfect. So the logic over here is if you add 3 and 4, it gives 7. So what will you add out of these 4 choices to make 5? 4 and 1, 41. Next question. In a parking lot, there are 2 types of vehicles, 2-wheelers and 4-wheelers. The total number of vehicles in the parking lot is 200. So A plus B equal to 200. When the number of wheels of all vehicles is counted, it is counted to be 580. So all 2-wheelers and all 4-wheelers combined make 580 wheels. Find the total number of 4-wheeler vehicles in the parking lot. How will we calculate this? I will start writing the hint as we go along. X plus Y equal to 200. Haji, what do we have to do next? Tell me.
So 90.
How?
Sir, we will take the 2-wheelers as X and 4-wheeler as Y.
Yes.
Then there are total 200 vehicles. So X plus Y equal to 200.
Yes.
And the 2-wheeler have 2 wheels and 4-wheelers have 4 wheels. So we will multiply. So we will get the equation 2X plus 4Y equal to 580 as the total number of wheels.
2x plus 4y.
4Y equal to 580.
Great. After this,
And sir, we will substitute X equal to 200 minus Y from equation 1.
come again. This is equation 1
So
and this is equation 2.
yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now what do we do?
So we will substitute X equal to 200 minus Y in equation 2.
So this will be 200 minus y, correct?
Yes, sir.
Plus
Plus
sorry,
4Y
plus 4y
equal to
580.
580.
Okay. This becomes 400
400 minus
minus
2Y.
4y.
Sir, minus 2Y.
Sorry, minus 2y plus 4y
Equal to 580.
580, correct?
So then 2Y equal to 180.
2y equal to 580 minus 400 equal to 180.
So Y will be 9.
Y equal to 180 divided by 2 is equal to 90.
Yes.
So the answer is B, 90. Correct answer? If you haven't understood, please let us know. We can repeat this. Okay, good. Thanks, Rahul, for the confirmation. Here we go to the next question. In 3 colored boxes, red, green, and blue, 108 balls are placed. There are twice as many balls in the green and red boxes combined as there are in the blue box, and twice as many in the blue box as there are in the red box. How many balls are there in the green box? Again, going step by step, proceed logically and write down what you say. There are red plus green plus blue balls, which are 108 in total. Correct? There are twice as many balls in the green and red boxes combined, twice as many balls in green and red boxes combined as there are in the blue box. So green plus red is equal to 2 blue. However many boxes are there in the blue box, there are twice as many if you combine green and red boxes. So green plus red is equal to 2 blue. Everyone clear so far? And second part is of question is, and twice as many in the blue box as there are in the red box. So blue box twice as many as there are in the red box. Now how will you solve this? Put this b equal to 2r in this equation, substitute the value of b and you will get green. Green plus red is equal to 2r. Green plus red is equal to 4r. Green is equal to, we take this single r to the right side and subtract it from 4r, it becomes 3r. So if we have green is equal to 3r and blue is equal to 2r, we can substitute this in where? Which equation will we substitute this? The value of green and blue? Anyone?
Sir, first equation.
Yes. So when we start writing in the first equation over here, red plus green, green is 3R plus B, B is 2R is equal to 108, which means 3 and 2, 5, 5 and 1, 6. 6R is equal to 108. Now, can anyone tell me the answer of R? R is equal to how much? 108 divided by 6?
Sir, 18.
Yes, perfect. So 18 is the answer over here. The answer is, how many balls are there in the green box? Nobody has actually contested me on this.
Sir, we are asked to find out about the.
Yes, I was waiting for somebody to tell me that. This 18 is a premature answer because we've arrived at a value of R. Now we substitute the value of R to get the value of G over here. So G is equal to 3 into 18. How much is
Yes,
this?
sir, 54.
Correct. Is 54 here in this answer? Correct. So the correct answer will be D, none of these. So you have to be very careful when you are coming at an answer. At moments like this, when you reach a conclusion, you'll feel very happy that, oh, we've arrived at the figure, we've come to a conclusion. But again, please remember, go back to the question and see what is the final thing that the questionnaire, that the examiner wants to know, which is how many balls are there in the green box. So this was the value of, which is red. Putting red in this equation, green is equal to 3R, we get the answer to G, which is 54. So please be careful of these traps, which these are called traps of easy wins. When you are getting an answer, you feel very ecstatic and you just write it and run away to the next question. Like we are doing now, we are running away to the next question. Next question is, 5 farmers have 7, 9, 11 and 14 apples. Now this is getting a little more complicated. Last year, each of them discovered that every tree in their own orchard yields exactly the same number of apples. Further, if the third farmer gives 1 apple to the first and the fifth gives 3 to each of the second and fourth, they would have exactly the same number of apples. What were the yields per tree in the orchards of the third and fourth farmer? Now, like in the previous question, we had to find the value of G. Please stick logically till the end, till you have the conclusion for the third and fourth farmer. I'll give you a head start over here to work with. 7, 9, 11, 13, 14. So let us say the farmers are A, B, C, D, and E. So we need to write 7A plus 7A plus 9, 11, 13, 14. 9, 11, 13, 14. These are all the farmers. Last year, each of them discovered that every tree in their orchard yields exactly the same number of apples. Every tree in their orchard yields exactly the same number of apples. Ye ho gaya. Now, further, if the third farmer gives 1 apple to the first, third farmer gives 1 apple to the first. So if 1 apple is given to the first, it becomes 7A plus 1 equal to 9B equal to 11C. Since he has given 1 apple, since the third farmer has given 1 apple to the first, we have to reduce 1 apple from him, equal to 13D equal to 14E. And the fifth gives 3 to each of second and fourth. Who is fifth? A, B, C, D, E. Fifth gives 3 to each of second and fourth. So if he has given 3 to 2 people, we subtract 6 apples from his kitty, and these we give 3 each to second and fourth. Second is B plus 3 and fourth plus 3. Now this is the equation that we need to solve. Clear so far? Everyone, what were the yields per tree? Now we have to start calculating. So we take 2 equations which are common and try to take out the value of the variable amongst A, B, C, D, and E. So we see that these 2 equations, 9B plus 3 is equal to 13D plus 3. 3 and 3 get cancelled. 9b equal to 13d. So assume that b equal to how much? 13 and d equal to 9. Now we have to put this into an equation. So we use the value of d and put it in this equation. So we use 9b plus 3 equal to 13 into value of d, which is 9 plus 3. So now we do 9b plus 3 equal to how much is 13 into 9? 9 3s are 27. 7 into 2 gets carried. 11 plus 3.
120.
Correct. 120 is what? 9b plus 3. No. Let me just check again. We have to calculate 13 into 9. So 13 into 9 is 117 plus 3 is 120. So 9b plus 3 is this. So what will the value of b be? Abhijit, now before we move on to the value of b, we have to see if we can use this equation as it is in this equivalence.
Sir,
So
we can find the
if 9b plus 3, which is, if 9b plus 3 is equal to 120, that means all these equations are equal to 120, correct? 7a plus 1 is also equal to this. So what is the value of a?
sir 17.
Great. Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
119 divided by 7. Yeah, correct. Then we have 11c minus 1 is equal to 120. So can you quickly calculate and tell me value of c?
Sir 11.
Correct. Now we have to also calculate what's next? E. 14e minus 6 is given over here. 14e minus 6 is equal to 120. So value of E is equal to
9.
correct. So now we have to know what were the yields per tree in the orchards of third and fourth farmer. Third and fourth farmer is C and D. So C is 11 and D is how much?
Sir 9.
Yes, it's given over here 9. So C and D is 11 and 9. So the answer over here is 11 and 9. Where is it? Fourth option. This is the correct answer. Everyone understood? Any doubts, anyone? So see, if you break up a complicated question into its various components and go step by step logically, it's easy to break down a very complicated thing into something which you can proceed logically in a progressive, successive manner. You'll be able to arrive at the solution. It's all logic. Now let's try this question. In a certain office, 1/3 of the workers are women, half of the women are married, 1/3 of the women who are married have children, and 3/4 of the men who are married, 3/4 of the men are married, and 2/3 of the married men have children. What part of workers are without children? Sounds complicated, but again, we move systematically, step by step. So what is the total number of workers in the office? Let us assume all workers. So how many women are there? 1/3 x or x by 3. 1/3 of the workers are women. Half of the women are married. So how many married women are there? X by 3 into, so half of the women are married. So what is the answer to this? X by 6. Now next part is 1/3 of the married women have children. Married women with children. How many? 1/3 of the married women have children. So married women is x by 6. X by 6 into 1/3. What is the answer to this? X by 18. So this is on the women's side. If 3/4 of the men are married, 3/4 of the men are married. How will we write this? First of all, we have to calculate how many men are there. We saw that there are 1/3 of the workers are women. So how many men are there? 1 minus 1/3 is 2/3. So how many men? 2/3 of x. 3/4 of the men are married. So married men is equal to 3/4 into 2x by 3 is equal to 3 divided by 4. 3 by 4 into 2x. So visually, if you write it on a piece of paper, it becomes easy. This 3 and 3 gets cancelled. This 2 becomes divides 4 by 2. So it becomes, the answer becomes x by 2. Now 3/4 of the men are married. So we've come to know 3/4 of the men are married, which means x by 2. And 2/3 of the married men have children. 2/3 of married men have children. Married men with children. With children is 2/3 of the married men have children. So 2/3 of who? Married men. X by 2. So what is this? Answer? X by 3. What part of workers are without children? Now this is something that you need to. Workers which are married will have children. So that is what the question is saying. What part of workers are without children? That is what we have to calculate. And the way we calculate is, so it says if 3/4 of the men are married and 2/3 of the married women have children, what part of workers are without children? So we have to calculate how many workers are with children. So workers mean how many women are with children, how many men are with children. How many women are with children? We calculated x by 18. How many married men with children? We calculated x by 3. So if we add married women with children plus married men with children, it gives us workers with children. So x by 18 plus x by 3 is equal to 7x by 18. So if we subtract number of workers having children as 7 by 18 from the total number of workers, which was x, we get number of workers without children. So x minus 7x by 18 is equal to 11 by 18 of all the workers. So workers having no children are 11 by 18. Has everyone understood? The last two steps are easy. The first two steps need to be followed rigorously. You'll be able to calculate. The last two steps are matter of logic. So you first calculate how many total workers are there with children and subtract this from the total number of workers. It will give you number of workers without children. Understood? In a class of 60 students, the number of boys and girls participating in annual sports is in the ratio of 3:2 respectively. Number of girls not participating in the sports is 5 more than the number of boys not participating. See, we've done 5 more in the red, blue, green example. And we've done number of boys and girls participating ratio also. So 1x plus 2y, that A and B ticket problem. So it's all adding up now. If the number of boys participating in the sports is 15, how many girls are there in the class? So we just did married, unmarried, women, men. So we had to calculate number of workers without children. Now use that logic. So 3x is boys, 2y is girls. Number of girls not participating in the sports is 5 more than the number of boys not participating in sports. So how many boys are participating in sports? If the number of boys participating in sports is 15, so this 3x is equal to 15. So if 3x is equal to 15, how much is x? 5. So now I'll go step by step. Suppose B is to G is 3x and 2x respectively. 3x we saw was 15. Number of boys participating in sports is 15. So x is equal to 5. Girls participating in sports is 2x. This girls was 2x. So 2x means 10, since the value of x is 5. Number of students who are not participating in sports is 60 minus number of students not participating in sports is 60 minus the number of boys plus the number of girls. 15 and 10. 15 was boys, 10 is girls who are participating in the sports. So 15 plus 10 is 25, 60 minus 25 is 35. Number of students not participating in sports is 35. Now we have to find out how many girls are there in the class. So for that we need to switch tracks to girls. Let the number of boys not participating in sports be y. 3x was the number of number of boys participating. Y is the number of boys not participating. And similarly, number of girls not participating is 35 minus y. Number of students not participating in sports is 35 over here. 35 minus y. Y is what? Number of boys not participating in sports. So number of girls not participating in sports is 35 minus y over here. Therefore, 35 minus y equal to y plus 5. Where is this coming from? The number of girls not participating in sports is 5 more than the number of boys not participating. So number of girls not participating in sports is 35 minus y. Therefore, number of girls not participating in sports is 5 more than number of boys not participating in sports. Y was number of boys not participating in sports. So when we calculate this equation, it comes to this, the y on the left will shift to the y on the right. It will become 2y, and 5 will shift over here and get subtracted from 35. So 2y equal to 30, which means y equal to 15. What is y? Number of girls, number of boys not participating in sports. So now we need to calculate how many boys are not participating. What are the number of girls not participating? Number of girls not participating in sports will be 35 minus 15. From this equation over here, 35 minus 15 is equal to 20. 20 girls are not participating. Therefore, total number of girls will be those who are participating and those who are not participating. Not participating we've got is 20. Participating is 10. 20 plus 10 is 30, which is the answer that we want. How many girls are there? 30. Answer is C over here. Everyone clear with this? All clear so far? Okay, our time is up. Do you want a simple question or shall we call it a day? Okay, one last simple question before we go. Simple question is, what is the product of all the numbers in the dial pad of a telephone? What is the product of all numbers in the dial pad of a telephone?
Sir, D, none of these.
Good. Why?
Sir, because there is one number that is 0. So whatever will multiply by 0 will be 0.
Fantastic. Excellent. So please remember that questions may sound and feel very complicated, but if you use logic, it's all doable, it's all possible. There will be certain questions which you'll be able to solve in 3 seconds. Look for such questions. Do not fall into the trap that every question is going to have a complicated way of solving. So some questions you can solve using common sense only. Thank you so much. This is the end of the class today. Thank you so much. I enjoyed the class. I hope you did too. And thank you and bye-bye.